Alright guys, welcome back to another Wuthering Waves update video. Today we're breaking down everything we know about the upcoming 3.0 version update. This is based on the latest official teasers given to us from the latest dev talk. We've got a ton to cover: new gameplay mechanics, a potential creature pet system, boss combat improvements with a new part break mechanic, major quality of life changes and upgrades, especially for exploration, plus hints about older characters coming back and receiving buffs. So if you guys want to stay updated on all things Wuthering Waves, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications. But alright, let's start with the new teaser on upcoming visuals, because this is easily one of the biggest takeaways yet. In the dev talk, Kuro said they're gradually refining the detail and quality of everything, from character animations to the NPCs, and even the creatures around the world. That means you can expect smoother or more natural movement during exploration and combat, but also life in the environment to feel more alive. They specifically talked about things like immersiveness, ultimate animations, combat effects, and how everything connects visually during fights. A character that comes to mind when talking about the creature mechanic is definitely one of the recent characters, Augusta, as we've seen her hopping on a griffin during combat. She has a griffin. So they're basically saying they want creatures like that to play a larger role in the gameplay and not just be like in a single attack animation, but to actually fight alongside your other characters. And they also gave us a teaser at what else they're working on for the future, and that revolves character gameplay. They teased something about sub-weapons and a pet-based mechanics. They brought this up again during the dev talk and hinted that they want to reintroduce and expand these systems in future characters. Now, we've already seen Kuro experiment with these in the past with other characters like by Z and her pet. She's a rectifier user, but you can use her pet for healing and attacking. We have Jinsei and Joey. Jinsei uses her sword normally, but she can also use Joey to fire a massive spectral beam. We have Lumi, and she can use her companion almost like a turret or gun. Encore, she fights alongside her two Willies. So the devs clearly love this system. Now let's talk about the dual forms, because that's something else that they hinted at during this dev talk. And this is also one of the coolest mechanics they've touched on. We've already seen a bunch of examples of this throughout the game. And for a few examples of this, we got Calchero with his standard and ultimate form. I would say Cheng-Li, but she's a bit different. She basically has just a different animations when it comes to her ultimate with the mask version. We got Camellia with her overclock form, and more recently, we had the big release of Cartefia, who basically has a full-on transformation into her boss-style form. The devs said they want to bring back more of these mechanics back for the 3.0 resonators, especially the dual forms and a new pet system, so we could be seeing characters that transform mid-battle, swap fighting styles, and gain entirely new attack patterns. If they do combine this with all the visuals and combat upgrades that they plan for the future, these characters are gonna look pretty insane. So overall, this dev talk makes one thing clear: Kuro is now aiming for the 3.0 version update to be a massive evolution of the game. It looks like we have a lot of new additions on the game, and not just for content, but also for the exploration and gameplay side of things. They're gonna be improving the animations, adding more unique gameplay, giving creatures more purpose, the pet system, doubling down on the experimental mechanics like the sub-weapons, dual forms. And if you guys are in need of lunites for the exciting incoming characters, check out this top-up website called Lootbar. Lootbar provides 23% off compared to the official in-game purchases. And here's how I got 6,480 lunites for $75 instead of the in-game price of nearly $100. You go to the top-up section, proceed to checkout from the wide variety of payment options, and then provide the account info. Within 3 minutes, the purchase will be completed. The double top-ups are also included, and you can even become a VIP member to obtain various discount coupons. They even have excellent ratings on the Trustpilot website. New users get a 12% off discount coupon, and spending at least $80 within the first 30 days, they can redeem a free monthly pass. They also have a special event for the 2.7 banners, 5% off for new users, and 3% off for existing users. They also have a Black Friday event where you can go see what level of discount you'll receive. Check out the link in the description and pin comment down below to save with Lootbar. One of the major changes they did tease is a new break mechanic. They described it as focusing on specific enemy parts. For example, if you target a boss's leg, tail, or arm to break it, and it breaks, it'll change how the fight plays out. This means that future bosses could also feel way more tactical and dynamic. So overall, it looks like they're pushing for more depth and interactivity in how combat flows. That's likely something we'll start seeing starting from the 3.0 version update, since the incoming breakable part system does sound like a major overhaul and definitely gonna be part of a major update. It's not just a small tweak. Now, the dev also talked about covering a bit of the world design, so we can move to that topic next. So with the world design, this one was more of a broader statement. It still tells us a lot where things are heading. They mentioned that they want the next regions to feel more vibrant and as alive as possible, with more creative ways to blend characters into the environment. They want deeper interactions between characters and their regions, and possibly bring back older characters, as I've seen it's something a lot of players want, for the older characters to also have a part in the story. This means we could be seeing current characters or more interaction with older characters between some side quests, exploration, and even regional events. One thing they did mention is they want more interactive exploration mechanics like puzzles, environmental storytelling, and dynamic NPC behavior. It seems QOL wants the upcoming regions, especially characters, to feel as vibrant and alive as possible, and they want characters to feel more connected to the world that they come from, with deeper interactions, new exploration features, more environmental storytelling, and potentially a brand new feature that will add dynamic NPC behavior. While all of this does sound nice, the next feature I want to mention, and that was teased, is quite a big one. I'm sure most of us are hyped for this one. Is their plan to bring back older characters into the spotlight, and not just for story, but also gameplay wise. And what better way to bring back these old characters, making them relevant once again, than to buff these old units and bring huge improvements to their kits. Regarding bringing back characters in the story, this makes me think that hopefully we could finally get proper introductions to characters like Dan Jin, Yang Wu Tao Chi. We haven't seen much of these characters, and of course we have Calchero, the main man himself, and at the very same time, to bring them back into the gameplay, make them relevant again, is a brand new buff system for older characters. But yeah, overall, it's looking like the 3.0 update could be the biggest update yet, and the first real next-gen jump for the game since launch. It's very clear that QOL has been listening, learning, and preparing to deliver something that'll push Wuthering Waves to the next level. And if they actually pull off everything they teased here and that we talked about in this video, the future is going to be looking quite good, and especially the 3.0 version update, it's going to be one of the biggest updates yet. But yeah guys, let me know down below what you guys think of this dev talk info and teasers about the incoming updates. Are you guys hoping they implement more characters with the pet system and have more unique characters with transformations or sub-weapon types? Which one are you looking forward to the most? But for now, I think that is all the info for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy, like the video, feel free to subscribe, put those notifications on to not miss out on any updates. But for now guys, that is all the info for today's video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.